So we look from the perspective of the difference between modern psychology and spiritual psychology. In the whole area of being here. And modern psychology seems to help you to overcome and to adjust yourself, whatever it is, in a way that you can perform as optimal as possible in the organization of the world as it is right now, society, as possible. Spiritual psychology tends to look more to being here, being alive, connecting to the depth with deeper layers inside yourself first, moving inside in a way that you recognize yourself more to the depth. Come to life first. Come to the depth of your feelings first. And then create or find a place in society where you can express the qualities you found inside yourself. So there is a different thinking in a way of what is important. So when you look to your mind, what we tend to do is to give our mind, our thoughts, our beliefs a lot of authority. If you think negative about yourself, it has an authority. It's not that we look at it, it's only a thought. And thoughts can change every moment, they change all the time. Beliefs are also changing. If you look back 10 years ago, what you believed then and what you believe now, there is a big difference. But we tend to organize according to our thoughts and our beliefs, ourselves and our lives. So we give this a lot of authority. And if you look outside yourself, the thoughts and beliefs which we are organized with is what we call society. And we give society a lot of authority. Like society is demanding from us how we have to live, what we have to do. And if we don't adjust, it will spit us out. It's like it's a living authority. So, when you look at society itself, have you ever seen society? Have you ever felt it? Have you ever experienced society? The moment you move into the experience of society, what you see is a group of people who organizes themselves. But it's still a group of people. So the question is, are people in charge of society, or is society in charge of people? So as long as we believe in the depth that society is in charge of people we give us this authority, we lose freedom. We lose freedom to find our own form, our own expression within the organization we call society. We are in charge of society. We can change society. We can make it heaven and we can make it hell, and all the grey towns in between. And society starts with your own life. How you give form to your own life. It starts with your family. How you give form to your family. It's absolutely possible to live in a society which is maybe fascistic, a very happy little life, your life, and how you give it form in a simple way. There's nothing wrong with it. We are all able to give form to our own lives in a way which feels absolutely right to ourselves. But to be able to give form to your life, you have to start living. And what exactly is living? So to be able to live, we have to be here, not in an abstraction of what life is. We have to be here in this physical body, in this moment, to experience whatever there is to experience here in this moment. The moment you kind of move more into the here, and more start to kind of move into experience what life is bringing forward, then what falls away, or what's coming forward, is a lot of fear. Social fear. What will others think of me? Won't they reject me? Will I be accepted? Will I lose everything? I will no longer be part of. It's really interesting to look into those fears and to examine them. Ponder those fears as they come forward. Are these fears real? Or are they based on illusion? So to move more into being, into life, brings you in a situation where you're more loyal towards the depth of yourself. You don't try to adjust anymore in trying to be acceptable. You don't adjust anymore in trying to be whatever another person or society is expecting from you. You come to a position where you start to take yourself in the moment as you are. And this is absolutely not stable. This is changing all the time. life is not a thing which is stable. Life is like a boiling pot, a volcano. It's changing all the time. Experience is changing, perspective is changing, perception is changing. When we look to the abstraction of society or authority we give to others, we have to be the same all the time. Change seems to be dangerous. So, moving more into life, it's changing all the time, and part of what is needed that we kind of stop hooking into things, saying this is what I am, as an absolute. I'm a friendly person, so I always have to be friendly. I'm kind, so I always have to be kind. So, often when we think we always have to be kind and I'm a kind person, we don't hook so much into kindness, but we hook into everything which is not kind inside ourselves. Because we have to be a kind person. And this is where we get stuck. We get stuck in the not kind parts of ourselves. So to let go of the hooks and to let things be as they are, we are still in charge of how we express ourselves. There is not a loss of control, but there is a gain of control. Allowing your anger inside yourself means that you don't need to blame another person. You can take responsibility for your own anger and give it a form which is most right for you at that moment. So, if we unhook from life in the here, we become aware, conscious, that we are not life itself. Whatever it brings forth as thoughts, emotions, feelings, this is not what we are. Life is flowing through us. And if life is allowed to flow through us in a way that it's free, it's absolutely adjusted and tuned in harmony and in unity with all the life around ourselves. There is not something like separate.